the unbroken thread. There is a peculiar alchemy that occurs when a personal journal, never meant for publication, survives for nearly 2 millennia to become one of humanity's most cherished philosophical works. The Meditations of Marcus Aurelius should not have reached us scrawled in Greek by candlelight, the private wrestlings of a man burdened by empire and mortality. And yet, here we are, centuries later, finding in his words not ancient wisdom but immediate truth, as if he wrote not for himself, but for all who would someday struggle under the weight of existence. This is the paradox of his legacy. A solitary emperor, isolated by power, becomes a companion to millions. A man obsessed with his own imperfection becomes a guiding light. A ruler who doubted his impact leaves an indelible mark. What does this teach us? That the most enduring revolutions begin in the quiet of one's own mind. The Stoics' secret. There are no ordinary moments. Marcus's greatest lesson is not in his specific advice, but in his way of seeing. He trains himself and, by extension, us to perceive the extraordinary in the mundane. In a loaf of bread, he sees the cycle of nature, the rain that fed the wheat, the hands that harvested it, the fire that baked it, and finds reverence. In an insult, he sees a test of his principles, an opportunity to practice patience or uncover his own blind spots in his own breath. He glimpses the fragile thread tethering him to life, and thus makes each one count. This is the transformational key. Stoicism is not about suppressing emotion, but about awakening attention. When Marcus writes, "Everything is full of signs," he invites us into a world where the smallest detail carries meaning, where every moment is ripe for inquiry and gratitude. The antidote to modern fragmentation. Our age is one of unprecedented distraction, a maelstrom of notifications, curated personas, and manufactured crises. Against this fragmentation, the Meditations stand as an anchor. Consider how Marcus's disciplines counter contemporary dysfunctions against the cult of busyness. He offers the view from above, remembering that most urgency is self-inflicted. Theater against outrage culture. He prescribes the separation of event and judgment. You are hurt the moment you believe yourself to be. Against the anxiety of choice, he delivers amor fati, not follow your passion, but love what is already yours to do. These are not archaic ideas, but vital correctives. The emperor who governed provinces understood what we've forgotten, that no algorithm, no productivity hack, no accumulation of wealth can substitute for a governed mind. The call to your own meditations. Marcus's true bequest is not a set of answers, but a method. Withdraw into yourself not as escape, but to consult your inner citadel. Interrogate appearances, ask what lies beneath the surface of your reactions. Align with nature, not trees and rivers, but the fundamental laws of cause and effect, justice and reciprocity. Return to the work again and again, as a blacksmith returns to the forge. This is why the Meditations resist summary. They are not doctrine, but practice, like a whetstone sharpening a blade. Their value emerges through friction and repetition. The invitation to live your philosophy will close this book unchanged. Others will carry it like a lit coal in their chest, quiet, persistent heat that transforms how they meet the world. To belong to the latter group requires no grand gesture, only the daily decision to see clearly, cutting through the illusions of prestige and panic. Act justly, even especially when no one is watching. Accept wholly, not with resignation, but with the curiosity of a scientist observing nature's laws. Marcus never promised happiness. He promised something better, The kind of strength that comes not from controlling life's storms, but from learning to stand firm within them. The last word belongs to you 2,000 years from now. Should some fragment of our digital age survive, what will future seekers make of us? Will they find a people enslaved by comfort and distraction, or a lineage of warriors who met their age with clear eyes and steady hands? The answer begins today, not in grand declarations, but in small, steadfast choices, to pause before reacting, to question inherited desires, to treat every person, especially the difficult ones, as fellow travelers in a brief shared journey. Marcus Aurelius is gone, but the logos he served endures. It whispers now in your hesitation, your courage, your moments of decision. The question is no longer what the emperor would do, but what you, heir to this unbroken thread of wisdom, will do next.